Xin chào, what's up everybody? Alright, we're up in Binh Thanh area. There's been some rule changes today to Vietnam, which is for positive. So if you do like this video, you know what to do. So yeah, let's jump right into it. There's been some positive news that has come out today. The Vietnamese government has decided to drop the 5K social distancing and drop it down to 2K social distancing. So this is a very good thing. There was rumors that there was going to be more rules applied today, and that possibly go back to enforcing masks outdoors. Wow, it's a beautiful park, huh? Or pagoda. It's beautiful. They did a spot-on job here. Great place to do this information blog. And then we'll do another video walking around this area in Binh Thanh. Binh Thanh's a gigantic district, so if you want to support the channel in extra ways, there is a Patreon. You do get early access to some videos on Patreon. You get deleted scenes, and every once in a while, every month or two, I do a Patreon's only podcast where I update about my life. So yeah, let me get the article open. We'll take a walk around this cool pagoda thing while we talk about this. Let's see here. Edit COVID 5K room message to 2K. On the morning of September 8th, the Ministry of Health announced the amendment of the 5K message to 2K, including mask and disinfection, suitable for epidemic prevention in the new situation. Accordingly, the Ministry of Health encourages people to wear masks when going to public places. Encourages, so it's not mandatory anymore. It was mandatory all the way up until this point. About 90 days ago, some people just chose to stop wearing them. And as time wanes on, less people wear them. A lot of Vietnamese still wear them, but pretty much a lot of foreigners here and tourists do not have them on. So these are good things. This is what you want to see. So encourages people to wear masks in public places and recommends regularly washing hands with soap and clean water or quick hand sanitizer. Clean personal hygiene, sanitation of living, working, and studying environment. The 5K message, mask, disinfection, distance, not focusing, medical declaration, has been applied by the Ministry of Health since August of... Let's see, I can't go in there without taking my shoes off. Since August of 2020, when Vietnam was in the second COVID-19 outbreak. Earlier this year, in the context of the new adaptation, many local leaders thought that the 5K message was no longer appropriate and suggested that it be changed to 2K. i.e. vaccines, masks, and disinfection. Now the Ministry of Health assesses the epidemic is under control nationwide, but COVID-19 is still on the list of Group A infectious diseases. Therefore, epidemic prevention recommendations such as wearing masks and vaccinations have not been removed, only slightly reduced, not limited to crowd events, remove domestic and import health declarations. On September 7th, the Ministry of Health issued new guidelines to relax the regulation of wearing masks. So it's official now. Except for people with symptoms of acute respiratory infection, people with or suspected to have COVID-19, passengers traveling by public transport, which I did wear masks if I do take public transport. That's only the polite thing to do. You're all kind of jammed into one little box. Those who work in agencies, shopping places, transactions, train stations, piers must also wear masks. The Ministry of Health also called on people to fully and timely receive the COVID-19 vaccine, combining medicine plus treatment plus technology plus awareness and epidemic prevention. Specifically, people with COVID-19 need to take medicine according to medical instructions, adhere to the... Let's see. I'm like trying to look around, and it's a Google Translate because this isn't out on American news yet, like the converted one, so it's a little dicey to read. People use epidemic monitoring control technology applications, take preventive measures, do not spread propaganda of bad toxic information. On August 12th, the Ministry of Health proposed the Prime Minister have not announced the end of the epidemic, not considering COVID-19 as a disease circulating in Vietnam. The reason is COVID-19 in most countries has an unstable number of infections and deaths. The up and down trend changes when there is a new virus variant. This is a pretty cool little pagoda. I don't know what it's for. In Vietnam, the number of cases tends to increase again recently and still records death. Many serious cases are being monitored and treated. So yeah, there is a bit of an uptick of COVID, but as you can see, the government's not freaking out. Some kind of prayer thing. After I'm done filming, before I go back out, I'll come light the incense and do all the proper stuff. So like, you know, it's right there. Now it's official. You know, I did a video about no more mask, and it wasn't official yet. It was just, you know, the census of what you saw when you walk around and we're seeing people. And I hadn't been asked to put a mask on, and I haven't been asked to put a mask on here in 90 days. So you may still get asked to wear a mask if you're in a grab car, which I haven't. But if they did, I would gladly put it on. And if you're going to be taking mass transportation, you're probably going to get asked to put a mask on. I don't see that as that big of a deal. That sounds pretty reasonable. But it sounds like, you know, Vietnam's really coming around. You know, they're understanding that, you know, everybody's vaccinated. We've got this thing under control. Even if there is going to be a flare-up, just as with any flu or cold season, you're going to have seasons of when it's higher and when it's lower. So I think they're starting to really tackle this stuff with the right mindset. You know what I'm saying? So the next thing I think that we'll see a change on, and we'll make this like a... What the hell? That was my phone making noises. Where's that coming from? Is there a speaker? Heard something. So what I think is going to happen next is a lot of people are saying that they're never going to bring back any of the old visa stuff. There's a lot of like naysayers. Like Vietnam's attract a lot of people that used to come here, love it, come on their 1 year thing, 6 month thing, and they're now becoming like haters of Vietnam because they didn't return that policy quick enough, and they're upset that they have to go somewhere else like Thailand or one of these other countries, which Thailand is great, it's tremendous. But I think you will see a visa change in the policy within the next month. I don't know what it's going to look like. I can briefly tell you what floats around the most on the internet of what should be done by like the tourism industry, other people in that kind of position, and you know, hotel owners and stuff like this are saying, you know, let's do a 60 or 90 day visa-free arrival for like 81 countries. So pretty much the 81 countries that are on the list now for the 30-day e-visa would be allowed to just come on a visa-free for 90 days. And then do, for the rest of the countries, a visa on arrival system. And even offer visa on arrival system, you know, if not do the 90-day visa-free, bring back visa on arrival, and at least bring back a 90-day visa. I think a 90-day visa is much more plausible than the 6 month or a year one. I don't know what the 1 year or 6 month thing is going to look like. I really think that they're hardcore thinking about offering some kind of paid visa system, just like Thailand has, to where if you're over 55, you can get the retirement visa, and if you've got 20 racks, you can buy the elite visa over in Thailand. It's not as easy as it sounds, though. It took my buddy a year to get his elite visa there. You know, he's really big into Thailand. I get it, you know, different folks, different strokes. I've never really explored Thailand. I've only been there for limited amounts of time, and primarily in Bangkok. So that is on the schedule to do in the next month. So that'll probably be the next trip. We'll be going to Thailand. I'm not for sure. It's interesting now that Taiwan has opened up. So I can go to Taiwan. They also opened up Japan a bit for Vietnamese. You only have to book, or from people that are in Vietnam and have the 3 vaccinations, you only have to book your hotel through a tour agency, through a travel agency. So the rules are changing all over. So I think what's going to happen, this is my guess for where things are going to go. I think by January of this coming up year, we're going to see everywhere open again, and pretty much a drop in rules. Stringent places like Singapore are going to still require masks, and there's probably going to be some kind of mask requirement in a lot of countries for the next 2 years. That's my big guess. But we're in a really positive place right now, to where, you know, this is great. This is what needed to happen. We need to relax rules. We need to relax the visa situation. and you need to fully open back up and welcome in the tourists that want to stay here longer. You know, the 30-day e-visa is getting old very quickly for a lot of people. So things need to change, and I think they recognize that. They are typically a little slow on the change, but as far as I'm concerned, they do a pretty great job. We did a pretty great job with the virus thing. We did a phenomenal, tremendous job on getting people vaccinated here. You know, I love Vietnam. I'm never really going to say too many bad things about it. Everywhere's got their pros and cons, but in all, this is good news. When the visa thing changes, which I'm like almost 100% positive it's gonna, I will certainly update you guys with a video or go live on a live stream. That'll be big news once they do make some kind of change. And I'm leaning towards, like I said, I think they're gonna do visa-free travel for at least 60 days for a lot of country. That's my guess of what's gonna happen. I am not sure that they'll bring back a 6-month or a 1 year for the Americans like they have before. Time will tell. All right, guys, as ever, smash that like button, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, all greatly appreciated. I hope this helped some of you out. I hope this was informative for you. And yeah, let me know in the comments if it was. So stay frosty. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one. Peace out.